It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Watts. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watts. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Detroit! Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago, and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players...
He's got a man, complete! Touchdown! A great effort there, with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the aftershocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they've dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Watts. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on second down. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Back to throw. Watts. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And they rattle off a big one. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second down and goal. Herbert under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now Herbert, third and goal. Caught on the slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Aftershocks have taken the lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Watts. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Watts. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on third and long. Watts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the aftershocks are able to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Watts. It's caught. Smith. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on second down, Watts. Open man here is Conklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Looking to throw on second down. Watts. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the aftershocks will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try and keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the aftershocks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw on second down. Watts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the aftershocks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Watts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to go up top again. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Aftershocks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Watts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give for Dillon running right. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and bunching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw. Watts. He's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Dillon. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the aftershocks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Throwing on 1st down. Watts over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watts. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st down, Watts. He gets this one to Johnson. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Aftershocks have got it on cruise control. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Now it's Herbert. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Lions 37. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Throwing on 1st down. Watts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for second down. From the gun, Watts. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Watts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Breaks through the contact. And in for the Lions touchdown. Shi Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34. Yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6.
Yard line. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson. All-time record 31. And the aftershocks are pouring it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the two-point try to go five wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, Watts. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Detroit.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Watts. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go!
Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Watts. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on third down. Watts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Lions 51. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down. Watts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's a